Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. I'm just also waiting a bit to have more people on the call. The first part of the call today is very important, so I wanted to show everybody so that we are not going over and over again. There are a pool of people that can't join us because of their work, but they've been doing a lot of catch up on the video, and I'm really glad that they are taking that bold step. We don't have any excuses to say that we are not doing this. It's all about how much do you want this, really. It's about how much do you want this? How much do you really want this? How much do you really want this? So it's so important that we're here. Okay. I think we are currently about 83 of us now. Deyeri, if I'm right, please let me switch off your video. Godwin, are they doing? Let's go ahead and switch off our videos. Solomon, please, let's turn off our videos. Some of us are not aware that our videos are on. Let's just do that quickly. Turn off your video. It's very important. So I've gotten a lot of messages saying that, sir, we want to start trading with you. Yes, we don't know how to trade yet, but we want to trade with you. Is there a way we can start trading with you immediately? And I say, yes, it's possible. But first, you need that psychology, and then you need to know what exactly you want to buy and you want to sell. You know, we've taken classes where I've shown you currency pairs, I've shown you commodity, which is gold. You know what is the quote currency and the base currency. So if you say we are buying GPP JPY, you should be able to know what currency we are talking about, and you can go ahead to go and look for that on your MT5, and then you can take a decision to follow the trade call that has been given. If you cannot do that, there is no way you can trade with us, because nobody is going to help you click buy or sell or help you enter the price into the MT5. You have to do that. And that's why I'm weary of asking most of you to quickly join when you don't even know your right to your left. But I want to use the first 15 minutes of the class. I have a meeting scheduled for 8:45, so I need to be out of here. So, but I want to use the first 15 minutes to walk you through that. There are so many people on the call that know how to do that. I mean, you're seeing the screenshots now on the group. Even if you think I'm the only one getting the results, I mean, there are a couple of people who made 100% of their account today. Just on, I think we did a 4 or 5 trade call today. 100% win, 100% win, and people took advantage of it. It's incredible, and we can replicate the same. There is someone who joined us today and already made his first $100. I mean, I posted that too in the group. Today was his first day with us, and he made $100. Imagine what his situation will be by June 2026. God has called me to help as many as possible. And I wrote something to them today. In this same community, we are going to have millionaires in dollars. I'm not even talking about Naira now. God is going to raise much more. All right, so we're going to get started. I want us to pray. Father, we want to thank you for tonight. We are really grateful how you started with us just about a few weeks ago. You started with us. We did the first class. Today is the 7th class. Number 7 also represents perfection. I pray, Lord, as we go into the class, that you please grant us understanding, open our eyes of understanding to be able to know clearly. Understand Forex. We don't just want to understand it alone. We also want to be profitable, because I know wealth is spiritual. Some of them don't even know what they are up against. The devil is trying so much not to allow us our financial freedom. But you are the God. He said, if we lack anything good, we should ask from the Father who can give. This is one of the skills we want to master so that we can become financially free. Lord, please help us, launch us to our next phase of our lives in the mighty name of Jesus. The discipline that is required in this industry, risk management required, help us to do the right thing. Help us not to be impulsive in all our actions, and help us to be profitable. Thank you, Father, for in Jesus' mighty name we have prayed. Amen. Now, guys, for those of you who already know these things, you know how to take a trade, don't feel it's a waste of time by being here, because I'm going to be teaching immediately after showing us, for the guys who doesn't even know how to play around their MT5. I'm going to just stick in there. We're going to be talking about support and resistance today. I'm going to show you the multiple time frame, and then we are going to conclude the class. So this is 7:45. Between now and 8 o'clock, I'm going to walk us through how to take my signal. I'm going to start by sharing my screen. First, let me start by sharing my screen. And I would like to let me share one of the trade that we took today. If you can see my screen, just give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen right now. Awesome, 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 awesome. Earlier this morning, I don't want to go into the group because there are a lot of information in the group. That's why I will not be able to show anything in the group there. The premium group. But I just want to show you how I send this trade out to them. So let me show you very quickly. And instructions will come like this: GBP, JPY, sell at, and if I remember this morning, because we sold at a psychological level, this morning, and that's the price over there. I said sell at 209.000. Then I said stop loss at 209.290, and I said they should leave the TP. They should leave the TP open. However, I gave them a chart that shows where the TP will be. The TP was supposed to be 207 dot coming. I just want to shift this over. 207.568. This is how it will be posted to you in the group. Look at the blue line. I want to increase it for the purpose of those who can see the size. This is what I'm saying. You look at your chart. I'm looking at it on my phone, so I can see it on my phone. So I believe so strongly that you should be able to see it. If you can't see it because of your network, don't worry. You can go and watch the video. You can watch the video. You will see exactly what I'm talking about. I want to increase it more for the purpose of those who may still not be able to see it. Awesome. So what I'm saying here is that we are taking a position to sell GPP JPY. And what we are saying is that we want GPP JPY to go down from the price of 209.00. So when you go on your MT5, what you'll be doing is to go on MT5 and then click GPP JPY sell when the price is at 2090. When I was sending out this trade, this price was just moving towards the 209.00. And then I said, set your stop loss. Setting stop loss means that 20.290. That's the space between the entry point and this red line. What I am saying is that if market price keep moving up, we want to sell, we want it to go down. But if the price keep moving up and going against us, we are going to be in loss. But we will be out at 209.29. When price market get to that place, it automatically close us out in loss, and we will take the loss and walk away. However, if the market price begins to go in our favor and begin to sell, then we are planning that we are going to take profit at 207,568. That is a ratio of 1 to 5. We are risking 29 pips for a possible 143 pips. Let me write that out. We are risking, our RR is 1:5. Ratio 5. So what we are saying is that if I'm going to risk $50 on this trade, meaning that if the price gets to the stop loss and I've said that it's going to take, I want to risk only $50, what I'm saying is that I'm going to get a possible of $250 in return for this trade. One interesting thing that happened this morning, and all those who took the trade can testify. You know, somebody came on the group while we entered the trade. Look at it. And let me show you one of the confirmation. I taught you guys about doji candle and the pressure you get on higher time frame. Before all of this was printed, let me help you so that you understand what I'm saying. Just imagine, I'm not using a paid trading view. I would have done a replay for you. When I was calling out this trade, this is what I saw. This market was overall structure. Overall structure is a bearish candle, bearish market. I'm also going to show you that trend. And then market came. If you look at this area, we bought this last week. I gave them that trade. We bought this. However, when we got here, we begin to see the presence of the market maker back in the market, and they began to sell. Here, this area is what we call trend liquidity. The buyers are here. This is where they place their stop loss and everything. And what did the market do? Market came, changed character by telling us that there are sellers here, and they came here with this candle. They cleared up all the money here. If you remember what Coach Kenneth told us about liquidity, they cleared this candle that you are seeing here. This week here, underneath here, has cleared the money here. And then once they clear it, they started going back. Where is the next liquidity? They want to take money before they keep selling. And I marked that area. Now, if you look at this candle, where I placed, I was the one that wrote this out. This dollar sign that is showing you sweep. I was the one that wrote it. Because what I was waiting for is that markets will come here and take the liquidity that is sitting here. Remember, this was the last sell order before this market went all the way down. Now, from here, they sweep the liquidity here and began to buy back. Remember what Coach told us about secondary structure. This move up is just a secondary structure. This market is still selling. And what happened? I asked them, you may ask me that, why are we getting it earlier when I know the liquidity is up here? There are some time market will never come for this liquidity and it will sell off. So what do I need to do? I am trying to ensure that I'm covering this. That's why my stop loss is above that liquidity point. And what is the sign for me to get in? I want to see the presence of the seller. You see, this candle that I'm showing you is on a 1 hour. If I go to a lower time frame, for example, like 15 minutes, you realize that there's a pattern I call three candle sell or 2 candle sell that will make me get into the market and begin. I was the one that draw this. I like that you are seeing. I was the one that draw it, saying that with this confirmation, let's go back to the 1 hour because I don't want you to see the noise. Just focus on it. I am expecting that after this sell, this presence of the seller, I want to see the candle take a U-turn and begin to sell. Unfortunately, the next 1 hour candle began to buy. And then my people started panicking. Sir, should we close it? Are we supposed to close now? I have all of those charts there. I don't want to go there. It's private. And I began to laugh. If I wasn't with them on that trade, some of them would have closed out and closed in loss. And you see what happened? Remember what I told you about the type of candle, the bullish one, the indecision candle, which shows me that market is about to reverse. It's very simple. Look at this. If I take this line away, these buyers came. They thought that, oh, they're taking over. This is a normal bullish candle. And it began to. But when they got to this point, they showed me sellers got in, buyers are still trying to buy. It became an indecision candle. Remember, overall is a sell. What I did was to put additional position here on top here. I loaded it with additional position. And you see, it was so close to our stop loss, but I didn't shake ground. In fact, I posted to them that if this market is stop loss, we have done everything right. The market has just come to do whatever it wants to do. I will never feel bad about it. Why? There are liquidity here. Those immature, amateur buyers are the ones that are putting money here, and I want to clean up all their money. That is what the market is waiting for. You need more money to sell. So we introduce buyer, it will deceive them to buy. And what did the market did? Took a U-turn. I wasn't even there. I just saw some notifications on the group, and then somebody told me that, oh, market is selling now. And then look at it. From that point, market went all the way down. All the way down. This is over 100 pips on GPP, JPY. Your mentors, Jeffrey Benson, Abi Forex, they don't catch 100 pips on pair on, or they can't even wait for currency pairs. They catch 20, 30 pips. But because they have large money, they will show you big figures and scalp and run away. This is real traders. You see, Coach Kenneth that I brought to you, Coach Kenneth catch on currency pairs. He catch like 500, 400 pips. He was on gold since last week Monday. He just closed this morning. I don't do that. I don't know where he got this discipline from. Me, I will enter my trade. I will close. I'll see my money. Tomorrow is another day. He may not find trade for 3 days. I'll still be finding trade daily. That's the difference. But whatever works for you, as you begin to learn this, you realize that some of you are very patient to do that. I cannot see $500 now and watch it till it becomes $50 again. I don't do that. I don't leave money on the table. It's not my thing. And you see, another thing I want to let you know is that when you get into a trade, candle will never, except there is news that the candle will just be going one direction. No, let me bring you to a lower time frame, because now many of them was tortured today. This that I'm showing you took some hours. Personally, I am still on this trade, and I know many of them have closed, but I'm still on this trade. Look at it. My prediction is that the old money that is seated there, we are going to take everything before I will even start thinking of the buyers taking over this market. And take a look at this. This is 15 minutes. If you calculate all this, you know how long it has taken us or taking me to be in this trade. Let me help you. Let me help you show it. I'm still here. It has taken 10 hours, 30 minutes to be on this trade. Since morning, I sent it out to them. However, I've closed some positions already. So you also need to learn that when you are taking trade with me. Remember that this is where I'm going. In fact, I set alarm there when it's getting closer there. I've even said this, the take profit there, where I'm going to take it, where I'm going to enter, and when market price get there, it's going to automatically take me into profit without me even showing up. It will just go ahead and happen. Meanwhile, we take partial profit. When we say partial profit, what do we mean? I want to show you very quickly. For example, if you are getting on this trade, wow, time is running. If you are getting on this trade, the first thing you need to calculate is that how much do I want to risk on this trade? How much do I want to risk on it? And how do you determine that? Your lot size. There is a website where you can calculate it. And let me show you that very quickly. There's a website where you can calculate your lot size. That will determine your profit or your loss on the trade. Let me show you very quickly. I also try and post it up so that you can have it. It's coming up. Just a moment. Okay, here we go. If you can see it, you can see it, right? Just give me thumbs up if you can see it. Awesome. So if you go to, you can just type lot size position or lot size calculator on your Google, it will bring it. This is fsverify.com. I use this. So look at it here. If you want to go into that JPY, all you need to do, what I just did was to go to instrument, and on instrument I type GPP JPY, and I select it. When I select it, automatically it's going to give you the current price of the market, because this is linked to the market. But remember, I've already given a position that we want to use, so I'm going to change it to the position. What is my open price where you are getting in? I said we should get in at 209.200. And then what is our stop loss? 209.290. It's going to ask you, what is your account balance? That's your trading account balance. Let's assume that you have $250. Then it's going to ask you, how many percent of these 250 do you want to risk? I always encourage 1 to 2%. So I'm going to leave it at 2% of my account. Then leave the rest of the thing and press calculate. When I press calculate, it's going to give me the lot size that I must use to get into this trade. Forget about the unit trade size. The first thing you need to look at is the lot size. It's telling me that if I enter that trade and I put 0.0266, money that will be risking, if this particular trade goes into stop loss instead of take profit, I'm going to lose only $5. Can you see? If I say no, increase it to 10%, I want to risk 10% of my account, and then press calculate again. Can you see that it has changed the lot size? And it's telling me that if I go in with this same lot size, 0.133, what I'll be risking on this trade is just $25 if it hits the stop loss. Does that make sense, guys? Give me thumbs up. I want to see. Does that make sense? So before we even go into the trade, I already know how much I can lose on that trade. I already know. So you must set it that you know. What do I encourage? Automatically, when you want to go into any of the currency pair, I will always advise you to use, let me show you, to use a 0.10. Anytime you want to trade currency pair, currency pair. If your account is $250, I always encourage you to use 250 to 0.10. Between 0.10 and 0.20 for your currency pairs. If you are trading gold, it's totally different. Remember that 1 pip that moves on gold is $1. So what I will advise you on your, Emmanuel, please mute your mic. Mute your mic, Emmanuel. What I will advise you as a lot size on your $250 on gold is to use 0.01. Between 0.01 to 0.05. In the educational group, I already showed them the lot sizes, a table for the lot sizes based off of your account. And when you join that group, I also show you. In the ebook material is also there. Let me now walk you through. How do you take entry? When you see trade idea like this, to say sell this or buy this, how do you go ahead to take the trade? So I'm going to be sharing my screen from my phone. I want to show you my MT5. and then we do that, and then we get into the class. All right. Yeah. Okay. I need to make this other device co-host. Just give me a moment, please. I need to make School of Wealth device a co-host so that I have ability to share. Okay. Okay. So um just let me know. Just let me know if you can see my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen. Awesome. Awesome. So I can see it. I can see it on the other device. Awesome. So remember, guys, I'm still on my fuel account. In fact, I think I make a withdrawal today of 1,000. Let me just quickly show you that. I made a withdrawal today. Look at it on this account. I just made a withdrawal of 1,599 on that account that I started with just 800. This is my second withdrawal. I made a withdrawal of what do you call it? I made a withdrawal of 1,006 before. I made another 1,006. You'll be wondering why I'm doing 1,006. See my results this week. Today is what? Don't let me get you angry. Take a look at the month. Take a look. Incredible. Let's leave that. This is not the reason why we are here. So let's go. If you are going to be using MT5, so let's focus on MT5. This is how your MT5 is going to look like. However, and do you know what? I was very intentional. I opened 2 accounts for the purpose of this training, which I started this year. If you check, if I show you back the MT5, you see everything. If I show you this account, you will see everything from the beginning. When you open your MT5, this is how it's going to look like. And from here, you'll be seeing the amount. Your total balance will be here. Your equity will be here, and the free margin. Let me quickly explain that to you. Your balance is actually your money. Now, for everybody that have signed up on the accounts that we gave them, they have received 100% bonus. Why did I request for the 100% bonus to them? Is to help their equity. So if they have put in $250, they will give them another $250 to give them allowance for them to take a trade, because if their margin is small, the broker will automatically close their account even when they have not hit stop loss. And that's what so many people don't know. So that credit that is being given to them is to help their account to have more leverage while they are still in a trade. For example, today, when the market was going towards our stop loss, if it was just the $250 alone that was there, some of them may have blown their account if they don't use proper risk management. But the credit will help them have wider leverage. Now, if you are going to go into the account, you can take a trade from this plus sign. When you click on this plus sign, I say go and buy, or no, sell. Remember what we said, sell. Our trade was to sell GPP JPY, right? Was to sell GPP JPY at 290. The first thing you are going to do is to come to this top part and then pick GBP JPY. Can you see? Then, just in case you don't have GBP JPY, because some of you, when you open your MT5 like this, under this quote, look at it, quote, the first button there, we'll be listing different things there. So you may not have GBP JPY. The first thing you need to do is to delete all the rubbish that you don't want. For example, now if I want to take out some pairs here that I don't want to, I've not been trading, just click on the pencil sign, click them, USD UCF, I want to take it out. USD JPY, I want to take it out. GBP JPY, oh, that's my friend. All these guys, all the rest of the guys are my friend. So I click on delete. Can you see that these are the ones that are left? If I want to add anyone, I just need to come to search. and then type what I'm looking for. For example, let's say I'm looking for one of the pairs that I hate the most, GPP. I hate this guy so much. GPP AUD. Look at it. I don't like trading it. So once you select it like that, you can close this sign, and then you see, discover that the guy is there. Can you see now? Instead of going through that, if I want to delete it, I can just swipe it to the side. Can you see? And delete it out. Same way you can add and delete on your phone. Now, for the broker we are using, you will find STD on the side of it. STD on that account, but this particular account is not on that broker. The one I'm showing you is not on that broker. So for that particular broker, I will also do a screenshot so that you can see. What I'm saying is that if you see this SAUSD, there is STD that will be on the last part of it. That's how to identify all VT markets. If you see GPP USD, there must be STD ending it. Now let's go into how we can take the trade. So you just come to this GPJPY. When I tap on it, look at the display saying as you trade. You say chart. It gives me details, statistic, delete or cancel. One easiest way to take a trade, don't use the trade button, because that one will be taking one after the other and you may be late in taking it. Go to the chart. When you click on the chart, it will show you what the market is doing. This is the same chart you have on MT5, on what's called on Trading View. What you have there is on Trading View. It's the same. In fact, how do I know market is being manipulated? When I see that where the price is here and the Trading View is not the same, it will not always be the same, but the margin should not be too much. I can't be looking at 208,529 here, and then I'm seeing the MT4 showing 207. That's crazy. If you see that, do not enter into any trade. This happens a lot at night during Asian sessions. Run away, run for your life. So how do you take a trade? Very simple. We want to take this trade at 20900. Where's 20900? If you come up like this, you can always move this. Just play with it. Look at where to, and then there are also things that you can use to mark it here. You can pick any of this line. So what I usually do is to pick a rectangle. I want to mark that area that we say we want to take a buy. So this is the area. This area I'm marking. Around this area, this green area is where my stop loss and my entry point is. What have you given me as? You've given me 209, 290. Where's my stop loss? This is it. I'm just using this mark to mark it so that I'm not making any mistake. And where's my entry point? This is my entry point. Either there. So all the trade I want to take must be within this point. The truth is that if you want to take 0.10 as your lot size for this trade, I can decide to break it into two. I will divide it by 2 and I will have 0.05. So what I'm going to do is that at this 200, I will enter the trade in 0.05. And then if market move against us, as if it's going to stop loss, I can add one more, 0.05. If you add both together, it's still 0.10. But the good thing about that is that it will allow me to have one in profit while the other one is still in loss. And then by the time both of them move into profit, I can start considering closing the first one that I've entered and leave the other one to run. Now, how do I take this trade? Look at the button, these two buttons, one in triangle, the other one on a time. The one in triangle is for you to take the market now. Let's say the price is there now. I want to enter a trade. You click on it. When you click on it, look at the bottom. It's showing you sell and buy. Sell and buy. And then look at this middle part, is where your lot size is. Never make a mistake of setting this lot size when you want to take the trade, because your adrenaline is up. You can make mistake. Always set it down, because if you make a mistake of putting 0.05 and mistakenly put 5, if you put this 5 and you enter into a trade with just a few movements in the market, your money may be gone. This is what determines how much you win and how much you lose. Never make such a mistake. Since I've been trading, I've not done lot 5 before. It will wipe your account. Don't make that mistake. So before you enter a trade, the first thing you need to do, be very sure, is 0.05. I'm giving you an example now. If you are trading gold, if it's gold, leave it at 0.01. That's how to start. So I want to show you. Let's say, so because market has moved now, look at where we are supposed to enter, but market has moved now. But you are expecting that the market will come back there. We use this round button, the time, to set the limit. You can set it down so that when you are not there, market can come there and execute your position. Let me show you. How do you set the limit? You click on that round one. When you click on the round one, something like this will come up. Can you see buy limit? With the 0.01, always make sure the lot size is the same when you click the limit. And all you need to do is to drag this to, let me delete this guy so that it's not confusing you. I was the one that put that line there. If you want to delete it, just press down on it. Just press down on that line. You'll be able to delete it. Why is it not deleting? All right, it's off now. So let me go back. The round, the time. I click on the time. I want to sell. I bring it to 0.002900. Where are you? I'm setting the limit that when market get there, pick me up. And then I want to set the stop loss. Just click on this SL. Where did we say the SL will be? We have said that SL will be at 209,290. You can do it manually if you don't want to drag it. If it's want to be confusing for you, you can look at it here. You can type it in. See, TP SL. Do you see? You can tap on it and then change it to 209. Once you change it, you click place limit. Can you see both now? Can you see both of it when I click on it? Can you see both of it? It's telling me already. It's showing me how much I will lose if this market comes here and it's not selling. It just keep going up towards my stop loss. You will see that I'm only going to use $1.88. Let me give you an example. If I say I now make a mistake, I said one lot instead of typing 00, I now put one lot. Now see, if I want to set that limit, I want to set another limit and say go to pick me from 0.20. I want to set the stop loss. You can always drag the stop loss. Can you see now? If the market comes and pick this price and hit my stop loss, can you see how much I'm going to lose? $187. You can see that you can be on the same trade. Somebody will lose his account while another person will still be intact. Let's do another scenario. Imagine that we want to change this guy. You want to put 5 lots. I want to put 5 lots and say, please go ahead. Sorry. Where are you? This same entry. Here and type stop loss. Can you see the difference? If the market peak from 2090 and hit that stop loss, I'm going to lose $938,000. Can you see that loss size is what determines how long you are going to stay in the market? Another thing is that if you also put take profit, because this is what those big guys do. Imagine, and you put your say price that you are sure of what you are doing. Take it up at whatever, and when you get here, can you see? So what this is saying is that if you pick you from this price and it begins to drop and begins to sell, you are going to make 1,216. But your size of account, can it take this? Another thing you need to notice is that if your account, let's say your account is for example $250, and you go in with this five, and you go in with this $5. Please confirm to me if you can still hear me. Awesome. If you go in with that same, what do you call it? If you go in with that same amount of money, it will not wait for you to get to the 9 something. It won't.
Pastor, sir,
yes, somebody's trying to.
I think the other screen is what is showing. It's not more showing us the one from School of Wealth.
Okay. I'll just do that. Right now. Just hold on. Thank you for letting me know. We'll just quickly do that again. So confirm to me now that I'm broadcasting. Confirm to me.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. So let's go back. So what will happen is that it will not stop you from putting the 5 lot size. However, by the time it's moving, as it's begin to move back, and it will be calculating your loss, you will be able to be adding it up. By the time it gets to your 250 or your original account, it will just help you close all the account. That is what they call blowing your account. I hope you understand that. You cannot cheat the system. It will close it out, because at that time your margin level would have been gone. So let me now show you. That is where you are setting it when the price is not there. But let's talk about the one that we're executing, because immediately I will ask you to go into the market and take a buy or take a sell. Market will be around that area and you want to execute immediately. So we are trying. We want to do a trial. This is 0.01 because we are trying. So I say go ahead and sell DJ at the point where it is now. What you need to do is you already put this triangle and it's displaying buy and sell here. What do you want to do now? I say, okay, sell now. Sell GJ now. As you receive the instruction, all you need to do, remember that I've set the lot size as 0.01. I want to sell now. I'll just click sell. When I click this sell, market is already executed. How do I know? If you come to trade, it will be displaying here. Can you see? I'm already in this market. Now, when I went into the market, I'm already losing this amount of money. That's what it's telling me. Then if you want to adjust it, by tapping on it like this, you can modify it. Remember I said set stop loss. Now imagine I said set your stop loss at 208,600. You just come here and type it 208,600. And then you click modify. Let's go back to the chart and take a look at what I've said. If you come into the chart, can you see? Market is moving towards my stop loss. The moment the market gets there, it will automatically close me out. Let me bring it to where you can see it very well. Now, take a look at something that is happening. This is the reason why I don't trade at night. Can you see the difference between the market price and the execution time? And that's other line that you are seeing is the bid price and the offer price. That's the spread. Spreads are always higher after 5 p.m. Nigerian time. That's why we don't get into it. Brokers will make more money for you getting into the trade. If this blue line, look at where the price of the market is at 531. But look at it, there's a 30 pips spread on this market now. If this blue line hits my red line, I am out of the market. On trading view, price may not have gotten to 208,600, But because of the money the brokers are taking, it would have hit me out. In the morning, during the hour, you will see that this green line and this blue line, they will be very close, showing a very low spread, which is good for you to trade. The moment you see like this, market is going crazy. There's a lot of volume and brokers are trying to make money. How do you also see the spread? If you come to the quote, it will show you. Can you see on GU is just 18, on gold is 34. The GPP that we are doing, can you see GPP 30, so close to gold. So when you see the spread as high as this, you may also don't want to take a trade at 10 p.m. at night, between 9:30, 10 p.m. and 11. The spreads are always higher because the leverage, brokers, bankers are out of the market and they will leave you to suffer. Can you see how GPP has gone to 37? The spread has gone to 39. Can you see? Because they are not encouraging you to trade at that time. These are things that people don't know, amateurs don't know. And they will go and load up their trade. There are some people that will leave trade overnight. And when the time trade is opening, it will have a big spread and hit their stop loss before it starts going. So if you are a beginner, don't leave your trade. Don't leave your trade at night. You don't need to do that now. Now, see, this market is going now. You know, I'm not giving you TP, where the TP will be. But I've given you stop loss and the entry point. Now, let's say that I said the TP should be, let's go back to it and say, you can click on this modify and say, let's put TP at 20000. I've completed the entry for this trade. If you take a look now, what do we have here? I said we enter at 208536. We say when it gets to 208600, it will automatically take us out and we'll take the loss. We already know amount we are losing if it goes there. And then when it goes to profit, 208.000 will be out. However, do you know we can go out of this trade? If I say close it now, we don't want to wait. I don't want to lose. How much is the money we are losing here? If the market goes against us, I'm going to lose 0.41. But I don't want to lose that money. If we wait, we will win $3. I'm saying I don't want to wait. I'm tired. I don't want to be waiting for this trade. I want to close it now. Very simple. You can close your trade at any time you like. All I need to do is to come here. Here, swipe it to a side like this. And that pencil you are seeing is for you to modify it. I'm not modifying. I want to close. All you need to do is to click on this mark and then it tell you to close the trade. It's telling me I want to close this trade, but it's in loss of 6 cents. And I say I'm okay. Close it. And once you click it, it will close you. If I say take partial, unfortunately for you that you are using 0.01, you'll not be able to take partial. For somebody that is using a higher lot, all you need to do is to edit this, because this is the last loss size you can use. It's because we are in class. So if let's say you are on this trade with 0.10 and I say take partial, take half of it, all you need to do is to divide this into 2. It will give you 0.05. If you click close, it will close that portion of what you have typed here and you'll be out. But because we use 0.01, we'll not be able to take partial. So on this note, if I say close it now and I click close, it will close us out in this, what do you call it, this loss. So we go ahead now and close just by clicking the button and we're out of the trade. We close that trade in. How do you know if you have actually closed it? Look at history. It will show you there. Can you see? Somebody says my screen is not showing. Is that true? Is that true that my screen is not showing? I can see it.
No.
I can see it. Can you see the close? The screen is now.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you. Can you see the trade we just closed now? The one we enter that will close at loss. We close at loss of, let me just move this up. Can you see 0.4? And that is it. These are the trades that I have taken today. You just come to history, and I want to show you all that I have made today. It will show you clearly there. That's the
Hussein, meet your
total.
man.
Hussein, please mute your mic. Mute your mic. Wow, time has gone. Let me quickly rush this. Do you know it can show you the performance for today? There's no way to lie. There's no way to lie. If you come to this create trade report, it will expose me all the things I've done today. Look at it. It's showing me the gross profit for today is 2,590. I lost 658 and I made this total as profit. It can even show me where the kind of trade I enter into that gave me the result, where I made so much money today. Can you see? It's telling me it's from 87% of my trade is from gold. I made most of the money on gold. I traded 2 pairs today. Look at it. SAUSD and GPP. No place to hide. What are the risks I've taken today? Look at it. What are my best trades today? What are the worst trades today? It's showing there. No place to hide. It show you the summary, show you what you have made for the day. It can show me the history of all that I've made. Remember, I told you that I started this account this year. If you go, you can even have a date to show it. Let's go to January 2026. Today is 2025. Today is February. Can you see? Clearly. All right, guys. I hope you find this useful. So it's very easy. You'll be seeing other people when the trades are called, and you can clearly follow through. It's just very simple. All you just need is for you to be, you have to be ready to follow instruction. If you are somebody who doesn't struggle with taking instruction, then I think this is for you. Now, guys, let me quickly, my God, time is running, man. B, yes, thank you for bringing that up. If I say B, that is break even. What I am saying is that change your stop loss to your entry price. So in this case that we have used 209,000, you remember that our stop loss was 209.29. So if I say go ahead, put B, break even, what I'm saying is that change the 209.290 to 209,000. That way, if market reverse and come back to your entry, you will go with zero. You will not lose anything. In fact, what I try to do is that I will push the price lower so that if the price come, I'll still go away with some profit. That's what I meant by that. Now, guys, we need to quickly get into support and resistance. I need to do this before we go tonight. I am pressed for time. I didn't know that that's going to. So when funding the, somebody is asking a very good question there. Let me just quickly catch that question. I don't want it to go. Somebody is saying, when funding the account, do you credit our account or we credit the card or the Nigerian instant transfer? Yeah. So I have a Bybit account and I trade crypto. So that's why I keep Bybit account. So I use USDT TRC20 to fund my account and then withdraw with it. However, if you don't have a Bybit account, you can use your instant local bank account. So when you go on VT market, you will see the option for local transfer. They will give you an account number that you can credit, and then they will convert it based on the prevailing rate on that day and convert that your amount in naira to dollars. Very simple. You can always do that. It's just very simple. So follow through. And there are many more. Some people have USD card and all of that. I use Bybit over time because it's very easy. And everything is almost instantly. Within 5 minutes, what am I even saying? 10 minutes, everything will be in. VT market. Somebody is asking me which broker. VT market. Just chat the admin. The admin will help you. Just chat the admin. I will assist you on doing that. I knew we assist you on doing that. Okay. Let's quickly get into support and resistance. This today's class. I will spend additional 20 minutes. I'll beg these folks to catch up with us. It's very important that I do this so that by the time we are meeting the coach, you don't have to be struggling with this. Yes, you can use your DOM account, but it takes time for it to clear into your account. It takes about 3 working days. So don't use your DOM account. Don't use your DOM account. Use your local Naira. It's almost instantly. DOM takes about 3 business working days to settle in. Imagine that you are trying to fund the account and you have to wait 3 days for the account to be funded. It doesn't make any sense. So please use your local account. All right, so let's talk about support and resistance. What we are saying is that in the market, there is an area of support and an area of resistance. What does that mean? Support is known as something we call support, and resistance is also known as something that people call supply and demand. You know, the coach has told us before that people use different names to talk about the same concept. All that they are trying to do is just to get more money from people, and they'll tell you this is that, this, that. Why is this very important? We use this as part of the confluence that we must see before we go into any trade. So supply demand is one of the best confluences you will see on the strategy. But we don't trade just because we have seen support and resistance. We don't do that. We have to see other things. Candle, you know, the type of candle in there, is in our zone, is in our key zones where we want to buy and sell. We need to see all of that before we go into trade. I said a support zone is where buyers tends to step into the market based on the previous candlestick patterns, and this, you know, the activity has happened before. Market always repeats itself. So when you see what the market has done before, you use that to predict what the market will do again. So support area is where you are having more buyers. They have a bias to buy the market. And if you look at this green area on the chart, is where is referred to a support. And a resistance zone is a place where sellers are sitting. When price comes to that place, they want to sell it off. And that's what you are seeing on the red side. So on the area of support, you should not be selling on the support area. Write that down. You must not be selling at a support area. Why? You must also not be buying at a resistance area. It's a dangerous thing, because by the time you are getting into that market to buy, you will see that they are selling, and the time you are trying to sell, you see them buying. So you must not be buying at the resistance. You should be buying at support. You should be selling at resistance and not be buying at resistance. I hope that is very clear. Let's go to the next one. Why is this thing not showing me full? It should be showing me full. I should be able to extend this so that you can see it clearly. The other one is not giving us. There is no. Just show me full screen, please. Show me full screen mode. All right. I hope you're seeing it better now. I hope so. Give me thumbs up. Awesome. Let's take a typical chart to take a look at a support area and a resistance. Let's start from this lower part. You see, market was coming all the way down, up, down, up, down. It got to this point where I'm hovering my mouse, and market begins to go all the way down. How do I know it has become a resistance? Market came back there and went down again. It's an area of resistance. However, on this third position, this long candle that you are seeing, that I call engulfing candle. Remember the class of engulfing candle, and the market break this resistance area. I call this resistance that has been broken. This resistance area that has been broken, we call it breakout, because what the market has now done is that market has now break out of this range. Then we have a strategy that says when there is an engulfing candle that break a resistance area, upon retest, of that area, that resistance will become support, and we are going to use it to buy. Don't get it confused. I usually write it in my analysis. An area of resistance that becomes support, we will use it to buy. Remember, I said don't buy at resistance. You can't be buying on this first touch. You can't be buying on this second touch. You'll be losing money. But upon breakout of that resistance area, you now need to mark that resistance. If market come back to test that resistance area, it will become a support. Resistance become support. So upon the retest, there are other confirmation that will happen also, and then you begin to buy. Can you take a look at this? When the market retested this place, if I put this on a line chart, you will see a W pattern. It's one of the patterns that some people are trading on demand and supply. I see that immediately the market tap into that area, it began to buy. Let me show you the sell side. Take a look at this. I'm on the upper zone now. This area was an area of support. Market broke it and bought all the way, and then market begins to sell and was coming down, was selling. It got to the area of support again. The second time, look at this place where I'm hovering my mouse. It got there and market supported it. They push it up again and all the way. However, it came back the third time into the area of support. People still bought it and went all the way up. But see what happened when the market came the fourth time to that same area. Remember, I said market always repeats itself. However, if market is testing a particular area over and over again, the chances of that area holding again is very slim. If market comes the first time, it's a quality trade. It may respect it and go. If it comes the second time, it's a very good one. That's the area of retest that we are taking. We need the second one to be able to. If it comes the third time, it is not as strong as the first and second again. If it comes at the fourth time, it may even come 10 times. But let me let you know that the more it comes to that area, the more chances that it's going to break that area. And what are you waiting for? A doji candle. It came the fourth time. And you see, look at it. The doji candle appeared and took out all the stop losses of the first guy, the second guy, the third guy. He wiped them out. What am I waiting for? That area of support, I want it to turn it back to resistance, opposite. So market came back to that area of resistance, that the area of support. Support becoming resistance is an area to sell. Resistance that become a support area is an area to buy. Flip it. A resistance area that becomes support is an area to buy. The one I'm explaining to you now, area of support, several support that is broken and become a resistance is an area to sell. And when you see it, when it came back to retest it, it began to go down. That was what we did on GJ today, on GPP JPY. It came back to an area, the area that was a support area before that they were using to buy. Market got there, broke it. We waited for it to come back there. That support area became a resistance and we began to use it to sell. Let's move forward. Let's talk about trend. There are three major trends in the market: uptrend, downtrend, and then the sideways. Some call it horizontal. And I've said it before in our opening class that anytime market is in a range and consolidate, some people call it consolidating, some people call it sideways. Anytime market is in this position, we don't trade. We walk away. Our strategy only works when market is uptrend or downtrend. When market is playing like this, we don't want to be part of it. Avoid it. Type run. Type it in the chat box. I want to know those who are still following me. Run, oh, thank you, David. Run, oh, type it there. Type it. I want to see it. I want to see it. I'm using extra time now. Run, oh, thank you. It means you are following me. Let's take a look at a trend, an upward trend in the market. I said the common mistake you see is that beginners tends to, trade blindly when pricing steps into the area of support and resistance. The strategy that I've shared with you now, many people don't know. Once they see an area that is uptrend, they just want to get into it. They see support, they just want to get into it. They see resistance, they just want to start selling. They will get into trouble by doing that. We use multiple confluences to ascertain that market is now ready to go our direction. Take a look at this. This market was in range. Look at how market dropped from here all the way down here. So we say this is the high of the market and this is the low of the market. However, there was a switch here that happened and the market begins to go. It has now changed from a downward to an upward. In an upward trend, what we want to see is that we are buying. When we see an uptrend, what are we doing? Our bias is what? Buying the market. Gold. Yes, we saw gold today. It was just temporary because gold is bullish. It's on the way up. And then we only sell in a downtrend market. That DJ that we sold is in a downward market. You see all the buy you see in between, because market must, if there's no buyer, there will not be sellers. However, we don't trade against the trend. We only trade with the direction of the market. So take a look at this. This market came all the way down and moved back up. See, some people, this line you are seeing is used to know, they call it trend line. Some people, this is the only thing they trade. They wait for the first touch. By the time they see the second touch, they begin to sell. But there are days they are going to cry. I have done it before. I cried. Because market will ensure he touch it. And as you begin to sell it, he will come back for you and wipe out your money. You can use it as an additional confluences to say, oh, he's tapping it and market begins to reverse. But it must be on your key zone area. You should not do that just because you are seeing it. He's touching the second time. Some people, I have a friend, is the third touch. It doesn't matter anyway the what do you call the market is, whether it's uptrend or downtrend. Once the market is touching his trend line, he can draw the line and he catches two areas. He's waiting for the third one and he's going to take a decision. I don't do that. He's been crying for long too. He will cry. Forex can make you cry, even as a grown person. What do we use it for? We want to use it as an additional confirmation. So if I'm planning to sell here, I already marked this area that is an area to sell. I've seen the confirmation, maybe two confirmation. Then I now draw the line and I'll see that, oh, market is also meeting that trend line. And here is an additional confirmation. Then I can go ahead and do it. Take a look. This market is purely uptrend. Despite that, the market began to sell here. You see, the sell was just for a short period. What did he do? He came and then still starts his uptrend. You see, this line too now is also telling me that market is breaking out of the trend. It is really bullish. I should not be considering any buy here. Any sell here. I should just be focusing on buy only. Let me show you a downward trend. Take a look at this. In a downtrend, all I'm looking for is a sell. Take a look. Market has been buying all the way up. However, when it got to this place, look at this candle and engulfing candle. However, I didn't cover everything, but already from my experience, because this is what the market maker do, they love to manipulate a lot. Take a look at this. It reflected it. Remember the candle that follows, indecision candle. They want to keep buying it, but it became difficult for them to keep buying. And what did they do? The seller took it over and then floored them all the way down. However, when they came down, what am I looking for? I'm looking for this area to be retested. I said to you, no retest, no trade. Market, the dummies in the market, they don't know anything. They say, this market is still uptrend. That's why it's good to check higher time frame. What is it doing on the higher time frame? This whole thing that you're seeing buying and selling may be in the lower time frame, and they will be playing and making a lot of noise. However, when the market came back, and can you see the confirmation here? This confluence of this. Who can tell me the name of this candle? This blue one. It will be green on your own, but this is blue. This blue candle. What's the name of this blue candle? If you remember our class, what's the name? And what does it represent? Thank you. Ama. I thank God I have people here. Doji Ama candle. What is the sign? The sign is for what? Rejection. Immediately I see this. And that was the same thing I showed you on GJ on that 1 hour. It showed me Doji Ama. It shows me sellers are here. All I'm waiting for is a retest. And what did the market do? Retested it. Our own GJ did not wait. He wanted to bully us. The next candle came and was bullish. Irolopa came. He was pushing. Then the second one appeared. The sellers came. I love one of our team members today. He said, "This DJ Olagidigo." He was too stubborn. However, what did we do? We knocked his head down. And when that happens, when you see a full bearish, then we are into it, and it went all the way down. In fact, there was something that happened today. On that GJ, market came back because I asked them to set B. Some people were taking out. Market came back just to ensure that he wants to take out some money before going down, and then finally gave 100 pips all the way down, and you can see. So yeah, I'm saying that to plot a trend channel like this, you need a minimum peaks of 2. So when you draw the line from the point where it starts, just draw it all the way, and it must catch 1 or 2 areas. That's when you know you are drawing, because this trend is now showing you that this guy is going. If he enters again after B, yes, you can re-enter at B, and then you will place your stop loss back to the original place we said we should place it, meaning that you are still back to risking again. And then once you move down, you can then adjust it again. So that is possible. So you can see trading breakout, buying upon retest with breakout of the upper resistance band. So what I'm saying is that the moment you draw that line, if the market breaks out of this line, uh coin solar, please mute your mic. Coin solar, please mute your mic. If you're on this trend line and you see market break out, I can't draw anything here now because this is a PDF. If you break out of this line, what it's telling you is that, hey, the trend is stopping. Oh, you should be considering closing your position. Remember, you've entered from here. If you see it, somebody says he can't see my screen. Is that true? No screen? No screen? Is this guy timing the period of me sharing my screen? This is incredible. Just hold on for me. Thank you for calling my attention to it. Oh, I figure out there's been a challenge with the network. I know where that is coming from. So I'm connected. I need to connect to the home internet. I need to connect to home internet. Just a moment, guys. All right, the network took me out. I was trying to reconnect. If you can hear me now, if you can hear me now, give me thumbs up. Okay, okay. So I don't know what is going on. MTN is at it. MTN is at it. Oh, wow. It's been a bit of challenge, but hopefully. So I'm just trying to wait for the second device so that I can share my screen. It's been a struggle. It's not allowing me to come in with the second. It's not allowing me to come in with the second device. I think it's about to rain. I don't know. Maybe that's why I'm having this challenge. I don't know. But I've been trying to reconnect with the second device. Wow. And I just have 5 minutes. Let's see if it's going to take me in now. So I'm trying to get in now, but it's not displaying, it's not allowing me to share. It's not allowing me to share screen because of the network. It's not allowing me to share screen. So it's saying poor internet connection. Wow. Wow, this is interesting. This is interesting. All right. It's true. It has thrown me out again. It has thrown me out again. Wow. This is not nice at all. The small time that we have left. Okay. I need to start thinking of alternative if we have such challenge. Currently, I can't think of any alternative right now. Healthcare is terrible at my own place here. MTN is still the best network so far, but tonight MTN is not everywhere you go. MTN is not delivering today. Kai, MTN is not delivering today. Okay, guys, I will not be discouraged. So we're going to end the class here. I mean, we're just 3 minutes left because I also need to catch the next. I'll need to catch the uh Swift. I don't think so. There's a fiber. There's a fiber network, but they are in and out. MTN is still the best
Starlink, you can try Starlink,
in
sir.
my area. Mm. MTN is still the best in my area. So
Starlink.
we're just going to try on Thursday again. I will ensure that I explore other. I will try and explore the other ones. But again, guys, I'll have to go now. It's just 2 minutes for me to go. Even if it comes up now, there is no way I can. Starlink, okay. Starlink, okay, okay. I think somebody mentioned that they were having challenge one time. I'm going to follow up and find out on the Starlink. I'll find out on the Starlink. Yeah. There is a friend of mine who use the Starlink too. All right, guys. Unfortunately, if I just rolling here and I'm wondering why I'm able to connect to the phone, but it's telling me that you are offline, go back to Google Meet. So it's been a challenge, but that's where we are going to end tonight. Um, the weather is about to rain, and that is already affecting our deliverables. Thank you so much for coming. I hope those of you who don't know how to use the MT5, open up the MT5 on demo, play around it, enter a trade, close a trade, set a stop loss, be familiar with it. This is how to get started, and soon enough you become a very, very, very good coach to even train some other people. Thank you so much. I will see you guys on Thursday by the mercies of God. Let's have a good night. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much, sir. God bless you, sir.